Hello and welcome to Here and Now presents Reverend Stephan Sams. Welcome.
I'll be joined by Cage O'Malley after a handful of songs, about 5 for our new band. So stay tuned. I'm gonna open up with a few solo numbers, a new song, actually a few new songs to anyone who hasn't heard them, I guess, and then some covers. So, yep, here we go.
Whoa, stop your train.
Be with the one you love. We don't want you, babe. You're all so far away. I'm in the mood, baby. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for love. When I see you walking up and down the floor, you know I get a shiver from my head down to my toes. I'm in the mood, baby. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Ooh, baby. I'm in the mood for love. Look out. That poor girl alone. But what she don't know, and God knows, is what that girl is putting down. I'm in the mood, baby. I'm in the mood. Shucks. I'm in the mood for love. Look out. One more time. Here we go. That was a mashup of two of my favorite bluesmen. This is a blues song I wrote on my own about a dream. I had 8 years ago, no, like 12 years ago, about the end of the world. It was about the U.S. Dropping the guys of democracy, and about a fascist oligarchy taking over. Some say it was a little prescient, I guess. This song's called Blue Star Kachina.
Don't forget about me now, baby. Oh, shucks, here we go again. One more time, look out. All
Oh, yeah.
That was some psychedelic craziness.
Thanks, man.
Zach Frieda says, "Savage scream, hells to the yeah."
Hell, man, Zach. Oh, you should be up here, man. I miss you.
Slice Hawk says, "Yeah, boy."
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I got about 3 more before the new band is together. It's a duo, you know. And so I'm most excited for that because I love playing with my boy Cage, you know. We have a studio over in Santa Cruz where we, you know, hatch up all our ideas and lend ourselves to artistic mania and that whole deal, you know. And yeah, music has been a way for me to kind of, speaking of mania, deal with, you know, the issues that come about psychologically. I think, you know, that's definitely something I like to talk about addressing in society, because I think, you know, it seems the issue of psychology seems to either be polarized between either like you know, like locking it away in the attic, you know, as something we don't talk about, or or flying it as our banner for our whole personality. And there's a healthy way to strike a balance. Sometimes I slip up in my own, and we're all allowed our mistakes, our maladies, and what have you. Reality is hard. No one has to be here, but we try to enjoy it as much as we can. And it's just important that we are able to forgive ourselves and each other. There's a lot of people out in the world who try to claim, real estate of each other's minds, amongst each other, ourselves, and also the relationship of command that media has, corporate media especially, has with the populace. So it's just important that we remember that we're all misunderstood, even by ourselves. The song is a cover of one of my favorite artists. His name is Rainwolf. This song is called Electric Love. And here we go. It's to you, Rainwolf, if you're out there.
Anything more? Come on back, electric love. Get on back, electric love. Get on back, electric love. Get on over, share your love. All right, goes like that. I've been out, my head so long, bloody train, a hot sun wound, I'm losing sleep. It's in my dream, the baby love, I can't say. Yeah. All right. Come on.
This is a song I wrote called So Far Away. I used to play with my old band, Red Light District, and I wonder if this is a good time to drop this, actually. We're going to get back together after all this COVID madness is over, so yeah, we're going to be playing again. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah. For those wondering, also, I am actually a reverend. I got ordained, of course, through the internet, like a lot of good reverends these days do.
How many weddings have you officiated?
Oh, I've lost count. The first one I officiated, though, was on Halloween. It was Halloween, I want to say like 5 years ago. In fact, this ring that I'm wearing was given to me by the bride and the groom for officiating the wedding. So it's kind of coincidental that this year, actually, I'll be getting married on Halloween also. Yeah, to my fiance Josie. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This song's called So Far Away. Well, you know what? I am going to use a bass drum for this one, I think. Why not?
You got caught in the gravity of my atmosphere, that when space is what you wanted, in space is where you went. I tried to bring you closer, but you held yourself so high. Used all my momentum to dissolve into the sky. Yeah, based on your perspective, you must have a lot to say. So tell me, am I just that small, or am I really far away? I won my revolutions when I caught you passing through. Now I'm just left here spinning. Yeah, I'm looking back at you. My whole world is this desert. I've been deserted here by you. Showed you such dimension, but you only see into. Now based on your perspective, you must have a lot to say. So tell me, am I just that small, or am I really far away? You got caught in the gravity of my atmosphere, and when space is what you wanted, and space is where you went, I tried to bring you closer, but you held yourself so high. Used all my momentum to dissolve into the sky. Based on your perspective, you must have a lot to say. So tell me, am I just that small, or am I really far away? Got caught in the ocean of the orbit of your love, and there was no escape. escaping from what you're dreaming of. I tried to bring you closer, but you held yourself so high. You stole my momentum to raise on into the sky. Based on your perspective, you must have a lot to say. So tell me, am I just that small? Am I really far away?
Thanks, guys. Let me see. This last song I'm doing by myself is the newest one that I've written, so I hope I don't mess it up. It's called Los Angeles.
That's how we'll know. watch the sun setting over LA. I say goodbye to a difficult day. Whoa, hop on the drop top and then we'll go. Area's playing on the radio. That's how we'll go. We're in Los Angeles.
Thanks, guys. Cage, come on up. Want to give a round of applause for Cage O'Malley?
Aaron Giannini says, keep them coming. Keep them songs coming.
All right.
And Juan Sanchez says, congratulations on your engagement, and you're sounding and looking good.
All right, thank you. That's very sweet. They like me. They really like me. What's up?
My baby wrote me a letter, and she sealed it with a kiss, and she put it in the mail, and it smelled like a perfume when I got it in the mail. All right, my baby went out to jail, and I baked her a cake, and then it was a fire.
Song's dedicated to Kendra. It's about you. It's about how you're my oldest friend and you taught me about rock and roll. Not even directly, but just through your actions. That's my favorite part of any set, by the way. Everyone's. 2 songs left, maybe 3 if we feel a little spicy. How y'all doing in the studio anyway?
We're doing great. We're having like a rockin' time watching you guys rock out. This kind of energy is like, we all miss this, man.
Man, I know.
Hey, can I get a little bit more of the guitar on my monitor here, please?
Yeah, but it's good that everyone's staying away from each other, because we really do have to handle this global problem. What gets me is that, I don't want to isolate anyone, but I know I feel like I distrust what I hear in the media, because you just have to be skeptical of everything you hear before you accept it, right? You can't. Yeah, but also when you mix that with hubris and pride, and you go out not wearing a mask, you put other people at risk. It doesn't matter what you think is true or not. What the fact is that it's a global problem that we all got to surmount together. So, I would like to remind everyone at home, please wear a mask. Wear one of these. It's not hard, and you can style it up. That's right.
Fashionable accessories are all the rage.
Yeah. This song is called Cemetery Flood. And it's funny, as I wrote this completely independently, not knowing that Cage here wrote a song called Cemetery Flood also. So, didn't know. Yeah, I brought it to him one day, and I was like, hey, look, I wrote a song called Cemetery Flood. He was like, wait, I wrote a song called Cemetery Flood. Yeah, so one day you'll hear that one. One day soon. This is what I put together at first, and before I brought it to him, and he finished it up. So yeah, here it goes.
Tombstone teeth in the scorpion tongue. With the neons are winking about the home. I confess it's got a blood in my body full of Jesus' blood. Well, I'm trying to cast it down the San Lorenzo levee in the cemetery. Naked got a pain, violent deity of love. Can't even stop the rain. The reverends from the rising, they said ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Well, I'm cruising on the casket down the San Lorenzo levee in the cemetery. Nobody knows where all the bodies go. It's boxes full of bones with the names of the forgotten written on the grave. They probably been dealt in any way. Oh, rich man, the poor man, the sinner man, the prayer man, good and bad man, but I don't care, man. When the ghost in my blood leave me in, take my body and throw me away. Genocide in the soil, oil in the mud. Kiss the ground for the natives that are buried all around us, and then cry for the colonists to come in up. Well, it shouldn't be surprising with the sea levels rising about the cemetery flood. Nobody knows where all the bodies go. It's boxes full of bones with the names of the forgotten written on the grave. The public been down in any way. Oh, rich man, the poor man, the sinner man, the prayer man, good and fair man, but I don't care. When the ghost in my blood, let me be, take my body and throw me away. Hey. Idle hands of the devil, the penitent nun. Forsaking all the vows you were taking, Mother Superior, I got what you're dreaming of. Well, there ain't no difference between the nuns and the witches in the cemetery, but nobody knows where all the bodies go. His boxes full of bones with the names of the forgotten written on the graves. They probably misspelled them anyway. Whoa, rich man, the poor man, sinner man, the proud man, good proud man, but I don't care, man. When the ghost in my blood, let me take my body and throw me away. So we have a YouTube channel. We have also, yeah, kinda. If you hit up my Instagram, Reverend Stephen Sands, there will be, after this show, there will be links to everything and to our band. And we have a YouTube channel, and I actually recently was in Reno, Nevada, and actually it's Virginia City, Nevada specifically, and and I recorded that song acoustic in an old Western graveyard. It's called Cemetery Flood. It made sense at the time.
I do have to give you a pretty amazing comment that just came in from Beep Beep Nana. I'm virtually throwing my panties on the stage.
Oh,
Fire emoji.
I'll wash them for you, bring them back.
That's how you know it's true rock and roll. Virtual panties.
Yeah, do it.
Nice.
Let me think. I need to align myself physically, emotionally, spiritually, and sexually.
Self-control is key.
Yes, that's true. Okay. This song's called Self-Control. And skin, also, like, you know how some things are named twice? This is so nice. Well, I don't know if this is that song, but it's named twice. So. Hit me.
Got it?
Hey!
You can't have that without throwing a drumstick. We're gonna make this a proper frickin' rock show.
Thank you, Caitlin. Well, Regan.
Rock over.
Relax you off, I've been drinking.
Rock over London. Rock on Chicago.
Polaroid.
See what develops.
Alberto says rock and roll gymnastics.
Man, I do feel like I'm doing aerobics. But probably not as much as Cage here.
And Josie would like to clarify that the comment about the panties came from her aunt.
Oh. Anti-panties. Thanks, Daisy.
Do you want to do one more? You want to do one last one?
Do we got
It's your show, guys. You do whatever you want.
This is our newest one, so yeah, hope it goes as well as I feel about it. If that makes sense.
Well, that's the beauty of live, right? I mean, it's anything could happen kind of a event.
Yeah. This show is just for all who are tuning in.
Oh dear, there come the maracas.
Maraca.
Oh, I'm sorry, maracas, singular.
Nine green, this one.
What was our last song? It's called Alacran. Alacran means scorpion in Spanish, and it's just an allegory for the way immigrants are treated. It goes like this. There's something amiss here. Hold on.
Tírame en el suelo como basura. Yo tengo piel marrón y yo soy un cabrón. Ya no sé de dónde voy, porque no tengo casa hoy. Y entonces me puedo ir después, uno más vez. Pobre está. Tírame en el suelo como basura. Yo tengo piel marrón y yo soy un cabrón. Tírame en el suelo como basura. Tengo piel marrón y yo soy un cabrón. Ya no sé de dónde voy, porque ya no tengo casa hoy. Y entonces me puedo ir después, una más vez. Pobre está.
Thank you, guys. For updates on our band and everything we got going on in the future, check out my website. We're building ours, so you'll be able to get updates about us through there. It's Reverend Stephen Sams, as it's spelled in this bass drum here, because it's spelled kind of weird. But it's reverendstephensams.com.
There you go. We'll get a nice close-up on the drum set there. Everybody can read the spelling. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out and
Hey, thank you guys for having us.
you guys just rocked your faces off. When's the last time that happened?
Well, we've been
Every time we get together, basically.
every time we get together, but 4 people. This is our actually this is our first gig in front of anyone else.
This is our first live performance, actually.
Yeah,
Whoa!
yeah.
We recorded an EP about a week after we started the band.
Yeah, which was like 6, maybe 8 months ago now.
Oh, God, it's been that long?
Now.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and so we're almost out with our EP. Yeah, it should have like 3 songs on there, maybe 4 if we feel squirrely. Yeah, that's coming out again. Website, hit up my website for information on that.
So you guys have been able to get together and actually like rehearse and stuff.
We share a studio together, so in Santa Cruz, it's I trust him as long as he's careful, and we just hygiene is an important thing. Everybody wash your hands. It's good. It's good for you. It's good for everybody.
I'm getting regularly tested too, actually, to make sure. Although I think I've been part of the camp where I'm like 95% positive that I already had it, but still taking precautions just in case until the antibody test.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should
and
try
then
to
after
get.
anyway. So.
Also, just an aside, Steve, Carlos says, can someone tell Steve Carlos says hi?
Hey, Steve. Carlos says hi.
Oh, Carlos, man, I ain't seen him in a minute. What up, Carlos?
He really likes you, dude. He's a good guy.
Yeah, nice to hear from you, man.
So with the ability to actually practice, a lot of the artists that we see and we've worked with over the past couple of weeks and months haven't been able to play much music at all because maybe they don't have a studio. But has your relationship with your music changed during this time at all?
Well, for me, I've been in a constant state of writing. So, like, I consider practicing. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about music with all the time that I have and write as much as I can with everything that I learn. As far as practicing, I haven't put more of an emphasis on that than I usually do. I know with these songs that we have just cooked up, as we're writing them, we're trying to, like, practice them kind of as we're writing. I mean, everything that we just played was very fresh, So I think we're in the stage now where we are practicing them. Yeah, because they just came out of the oven.
So what's your favorite part of that writing process?
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, he's been doing most of the writing lately, thankfully. I'm just getting back on drums because this was my original instrument coming into music. And I hitchhiked around the States for several years, and I was just, you can't really backpack an entire drum kit around with you all the time, all over the place, be trying to hitchhike on the side of the road with that. They're like, we're not picking that up. But, so it's just been this last 6 or 8 months or something like that I've been able to get back on the drum. So for me, it's really just kind of coming full circle to me for music, and this guy's been great. He just keeps on bringing songs to the table every time we get together, and I don't think there's been a single time we've really gotten together that we haven't pushed something forward or written something new or, added, a whole new dimension and perspective to the music, which has been just great.
Yeah, and it's great too because, I'll work on things melodically. I'll play by myself until something comes across. But sometimes when we're jamming, also an idea will come up, and so we'll record just jams, and then we'll play them back and make annotations. We'll call this part the bumpy shuffle, or things like the unlikely breakdown, or this part, and then we'll start to arrange things together. So we write together a lot. I don't feel like anything that I've written is complete until it comes to him. And sometimes, actually every time that I do that, I'll think that something's done. He'll be like, wait, why don't we half that part, then we'll bring the bridge back really quick or something, and it'll be something that I wouldn't even have thought of. And I tried actually writing music alone for years and had such huge writer's block because I think I didn't have anyone to bounce ideas off of. And
it's hard to make executive decisions, I think, when you're the whole crew and you're the one man show sort of thing. It's hard to put anything past yourself. So I think you're always kind of extra critical when you're trying to do it solo.
Yeah.
And when someone else is there, it's real easy to just say, no, that's great, move on. I love it.
Yeah, and I also I didn't play guitar for years because, well, at least not out in public or for the sake of writing music, because when I was 19, or was I 18? I think it was 19 actually. I was working in a factory and I sustained an injury that disallows me from bar chording, but I eventually picked it back up, thinking I can't call it quits. Some of my favorite guitarists and songwriters had injuries. You have everyone from Django Reinhardt. You have your Tony Iommi, didn't have fingertips. Jack White actually got in a car wreck, and he can't bar chord. I can't bar chord, so I have to compensate. So it's a huge inspiration to know that other people have, have surmounted the same obstacle. Jerry Garcia, also another one. He was just missing a finger. And I know for years, him and I would sit sit together at night, just kind of drinking and talking about music and expressing our woes about how much of a struggle songwriting can be. And then one night we made a blood oath. We cut our hands together and we put them together and we said, we're going to start a band someday, and then when we do, we're going to be able to write. And so we realized that, oh, well, two people who like are having trouble writing on their own, writing together, it just makes sense. And so here we are. We've been writing every time we get together. So we also kind of adopted this mantra, which is there are a few. There's a mantra of improv. If anyone's done improv theater, which is yes and, which is you know to tease the possibilities of what could be.
What else you got?
Yeah, what else you got? But then the other one is don't be too precious. When I heard that, it was from a singer from down south. I think it was a singer of the War Toys. I think I was actually with Chelsea when I asked him, I said, how do you write such good music? And he said, just don't. Thomas, yes. I remember, yes. Well, anyway, but the singer, he said, just don't be too precious. If you don't get anything, if you don't do, and like, if you sit down to write, and you kind of, this is paraphrasing, but if you suffer paralysis by analysis, nothing will happen. You don't even have anything to mold into a better product. So, by not being too precious, I used to think of these. I used to idealize a song before it would even get to paper, and then it would never get to paper. And now I feel like there's beauty in simplicity, punk rock, blues, music of struggle. It all speaks to me. I think it's all relevant music now, right now.
Nothing says anything in this world like finishing things.
Yeah. So sometimes starting is harder than really anything else. Yeah.
So having been in this area for a while, what would you like to see the future of sort of the music scene be in Monterey and Santa Cruz and sort of the Central Coast in general?
More.
Yeah, just more.
Lots more.
More venues, especially venues that take care of artists, because it's like, a lot of, it can be a difficult life when you're trying to, when your profession is art, because a lot of people take it for granted. Sometimes it'll just always be around. So sometimes artists don't get compensated properly. So
I'd like to say that as far as all independent business people and anybody that tries to forge their own way and do their own thing, because I mean I think I just heard on the radio driving down here that our wonderful administration managed to appear about $3.7 billion that they could liquidate, and and school teachers are spending their own pocket money so they can bring pencils and crayons.
It is getting harder than ever for local businesses to flourish. Yeah.
As far as it goes, I don't want to put it on venues, because I know a lot of venue owners and a lot of venue owners that are struggling, and I know a lot of them that do the best they can for us and by us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if there's anything I'd like to see a government that takes responsibility for its people. Yeah. And I'd like to see all of us people get out there and do everything they can to have a voice and be a person, be a participant in the whole thing, and don't get mad, get shit done.
Finish it. Finish.
Yeah.
You were saying, I think that's definitely a great ideal to work for the finish, to work for the thing that we all need.
So I hate to politicize. I had to twist this whole thing. We came here to get loud and have a good time, but I guess it's all part of it.
I mean, that's we generally have a platform as a band that we stand for, and I would. Like to see, what I would like to see locally would be reflected locally from greater changes, social welfare programs that take care of, people, don't let them die in the streets or starve, or, that where people aren't so easily allowed to hoard wealth because of tax write-offs, and redistricting isn't so brutal to see our votes count more, because the electoral system is not really, the electoral college is outdated.
I'm not sure I know anybody that really has any honest faith in it, and I'm not so sure that I do, but I'll still show up to do it,
I've seen opinions, but but anyway.
Oh, and I'd also like to give a shout out to Mr. Mayor Justin Cummings of Santa Cruz.
Our boy.
He's working his butt off out there, and it is my opinion that he's doing a great job, and he's a great guy.
Yes.
And so I'm pulling for him out there.
Well, I think there's definitely a lot of people in this community that support the arts, and we feel that,
yes.
And being able to do this show has been a really big eye-opener for us as a team. So thank you guys so much for coming on and just making it feel like a frickin' rock show. That was something I think a lot of us have been really, really missing. And the energy that you guys bring to this stage is definitely palpable. So I know that people at home enjoyed the show, and I'm so excited to hear the recordings that you guys are coming out with. So we'll definitely make sure we're posting your links and to where to find you guys coming up next.
By the end of the month, that first EP will be out.
Yep. And news about our band will be on my website, my Instagram, and then you'll find our Instagram and our website when that comes about. So, yeah.
Well, gorgeous. Thank you, gentlemen, so much again for coming. Reverend Stephen Sams and Cage O'Malley. It has been a pleasure having you both, and good night.
Thanks for having us.